Hello everybody, welcome on in. Today we are checking out the FIFINE AM8, which is a dynamic microphone that supports both USB and XLR connections. It comes with built-in RGB, a touch mute toggle, live monitoring, and many more features that makes it ready to go right out of the box. This is part of our Amazon Find series where we test out products firsthand to see just how good they really are. In this video, I will give you my review of the FIFINE AM8 and see if it's actually worth it or not. Okay, to begin, let us do a quick unboxing to see what we're working with. Included inside the box is the mic, which doesn't require any additional setup aside from attaching it to this base. It's accompanied with a manual for all the information you can reference to operate the device, as well as a USB cable to power it on. Before we get into testing it out, let us check out the design and build. The AM8 has quite a unique look compared to most studio mics, as it's got this compact square design. The foam attached to the mic is a nice touch, which adds a built-in pop filter and suppresses unwanted sounds. The build is mostly metal with a sturdy yoke mount that lets you tilt and rotate the mic 360 degrees. This is perfect since it can be utilized to sit on your desk or attached to a boom arm. On the front side, you got a touch-sensitive mute button that lights up when the mic is active. Around the bottom, there's a subtle RGB light strip that adds some nice ambience. You can even switch the colors to turn it on or off completely if you want a cleaner look. Overall, it's a pretty cool design. It appears minimal but has tons of features included to make it fully functional. When it comes to the setup, it's as basic as plugging in the USB. There's no drivers, no software. It instantly gets recognized on both Windows and Mac, so you're ready to go. We got a few handy controls built right into the mic. There's a gain knob to adjust your input level, a headphone knob for real-time monitoring. First, we'll need to explain what type of mic this is. The AM8 operates as a dynamic microphone with a cardioid polar pattern, which means that it's designed to pick up your voice from the front while also rejecting background noise from the sides and the rear. This is intended for users in the creator space like gaming, streaming, or recording in environments with a lot of background sound. Now let's actually put this mic to the test and hear how it sounds. For this segment, all audio will be recorded through the microphone through USB with no filters or enhancements, just raw sound. Let's do a quick test to hear how it sounds when speaking close to the mic. Usually when you're this close to the mic, it will pick up your voice more clearly, but any mouth sounds like saliva could be heard too. When speaking further away from the mic, you'll notice a change here. Your voice is less clear and lower in volume, so you're gonna have to amplify that in post-production or in real time by using the gain knob. Be wary though that using too much of this does raise the decibel of your voice input, but it also does that too with unwanted sound like static. Another test that I want to showcase is talking directly into the mic while I have some background music playing. So this is supposed to be a dynamic mic, which means that any sound where I speak into the mic should be clear if I'm speaking directly right here, right? And then anything else should be rejected if it's coming from the backside or from the side of the mic. The issue is that my music is really far away from me and it's all the way in the back too, which means that you should be able to hear it a lot more faint compared to my voice. However, this mic doesn't really do a good job at rejecting that. Now let's say for example, I do bring the music up a lot more closer. Now you can definitely hear it a lot more clear, but if I move it all the way to the back, it should reject the sound and make it sound a bit more faint compared to my voice, but it doesn't do that. One thing you can do to take the AM8 mic to the next level is pairing it with an audio mixer, and here I am using the FIFINE SC3. This is a compact creator-focused mixer designed to give you more control, flexibility, and sound customization. So, what exactly does an audio mixer do for us? At its core, it lets you manually adjust levels in real time, giving you more control of your audio, from your mic input to your headphone output and everything in between, all with physical sliders and dials. With these mics paired together, you're unlocking the full potential of the mic, especially if you value clarity and audio control. Your voice will come through more naturally and with less background noise or electronic interference. On the unit, there are 4 individual channels, one each for the mic, line-in, headphones, and output, all with their own dedicated volume sliders. This is great for streamers or podcasters who need precise control during live sessions. You also get real-time monitoring toggles, a mute button, and a few fun extras like 6 voice changing effects, 12 auto-tune presets, and 4 programmable sound pads. What you're hearing now is a raw audio directly from the XLR setup, no filters, no post-processing, just pure sound through the mixer. Right away, you'll notice a few things. First, the overall sound is a lot more warmer and fuller, especially in the low end. This is where the dynamic mics like the AM8 really shines, and the XLR just brings that out even more. Second, you get more headroom to work with. That means that you can dial in more gain without introducing hiss or distortion. Since we are getting into upgrades, why don't we go all the way? Let's go for a cleaner setup that is both flexible and functional, and to do that, we can pair the mic with a boom arm. Here we have the FIFINE BM66, a heavy-duty metal mic arm with desk clamps, built-in cable channels, and standard thread adapters to pair seamlessly with most mics. So what does this boom arm do? First off, positioning. You can get the mic exactly where you need it to, close enough for clearer sound, or far away so you're comfortable. It gives you more control over distance, angle, and direction, which is key for consistent audio quality. It keeps your overall setup more clean and organized since the cables are hidden along this built-in channel instead of dangling all over your desk. Less clutter means that fewer things are going to get knocked over, and better cable management often means less unwanted noise. Its construction is solid with metal joints and strong clamps and adjustable threads, making it compatible with the AM8's yoke mount. You can swivel it, rotate it, or move it out of the way when it's not in use, or pull it in only when it's needed. In terms of flexibility, if you're doing gaming, streaming, or voiceover work like me, being able to reposition the mic swiftly without having to move the whole desk around makes such a big difference. With everything all paired together, with the boom arm, the mixer, and the AM8 mic, it feels more like a studio setup that is both professional and affordable. Now that we showcase everything that the mic has to offer, let us break down the pros and cons of the FIFINE AM8. Starting with the pros, the USB and XLR support. You got dual connectivity, giving you flexibility to start simple and later upgrading your setup without buying a new mic. The build is solid, being constructed of metal, giving it a clean design with a sturdy yoke mount, making it feel premium for the price. With built-in features like a touch mute, RGB lighting, gain control, and real-time monitoring, makes it great as an all-in-one solution. It's affordable as an entry point into a studio quality setup when paired with an audio mixer and boom arm. For the cons, there's no onboard EQ or filters, meaning that with no software support for tweaking tones, any tuning must be done through hardware or post-processing. The mute button is convenient, but it's easy to trigger accidentally during use. Real-time monitoring only works when your headphones are plugged into the mic itself, not the computer. That might be limiting for some setups. Its compact square design is unique, but it may not be for everyone, especially if you're used to more traditional studio mic shapes. I think out of everything, the biggest con for me is that it's advertised as a dynamic microphone, but after some testing, it performs more like a condenser microphone. The audio is still heard clearly through most directions, and it doesn't do a great job at rejecting background sounds, which is the whole point of being a dynamic microphone. So, as a final verdict, is a FIFINE AM8 mic actually worth it? If you're looking for a budget-friendly mic that doesn't compromise on a build, sound, or features, then this is easily one of the top choices in its price range. It's plug and play for beginners, but also offers advanced features like XLR support for those wanting to scale up later. Whether you're into gaming, streaming, podcasting, or content creation, the AM8 covers the essentials while adding some extra flair with the RGB and onboard controls. And when you pair it with accessories like a mixer and boom arm, then it starts to feel less like a budget mic and more like a proper studio setup. The mic is available to be purchased on Amazon for $55 or directly on their website. If you consider picking one up or checking it out for yourself, then use my links in the video's description. Let me know what you guys think about this mic, or if you already own one, how is it holding up for you? Would you recommend it to others? With that being said, that will conclude my review of the FIFINE AM8 mic. If you enjoyed this review, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys can support us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more videos like this. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.